Here we are, during the midst of hype season for video games. While Sony was missing once again from E3, there was plenty of games on display to make anyone excited for the future. I wanted to take some time to compile a list of games that I thought stood out from the rest. While games like Forza look very, very good, I'm going to try to stray away from AAA titles since they always get coverage. I will also try to stray away from titles that are sequels like Outer Worlds 2, Psychonauts 2, and Slime Rancher 2, as games with sequels usually have built-in fan bases that are fiercely loyal. This list will be my top 10 most anticipated games that I think may be overlooked, and there's no better place to start than with number 10. I'm putting LEGO Builder's Journey in at number 10 because it technically has already come out for iOS devices, but it will be coming to PC and Switch on June 22nd. It was described as, quote, a narrative journey about the play itself, touching deeply on the belief of, we only get old because we stop playing. And if that doesn't hit home with you, then congratulations, because you're way more of an adult than I am. As I see it, this game is basically Captain Toad's Treasure Tracker, but with Legos, and I'm perfectly fine with that. Wizard with a gun looks to be a what you see is what you get sort of game. Wizards fighting it out in the Wild West with guns and magic in an art style reminiscent of Don't Starve. I honestly don't know much else besides that at this point, but the premise alone is enough to put on my watch list when it comes out in 2022 for PC and Switch. Coming in at number 8 is The Ascent by developer Neon Giant. It is an upcoming cyberpunk-themed RPG dystopian shooter where you assume the control of a worker enslaved by the evil megacorporation, the Ascent Group. After its mysterious collapse, anarchy follows with districts, syndicates, and rival corporations vying for power as you try to stop one faction from gaining dominance while simultaneously investigating the mystery behind the demise of the Ascent Group. This game is marked for PC as well as both Xbox generations and is set to release on July 29th. Now I know I said I would limit these games to non-sequel games, however, I don't believe Salt and Sanctuary got the recognition it deserved, and it's my list, so I'll do what I want. Salt and Sacrifice looks as good as the first game and adds a co-op experience so that you don't have to suffer alone. Borrowing heavily from the Dark Souls series, this Metroidvania-style game is set to release in 2022, and while it was listed for PS4 and PS5, it is rumored to at least go to PC as well. Another game in the cyberpunk dystopian setting graces this list with Replaced. This 2.5D pixel art game by Sad Cat Studios takes place in an alternate version of the 1980s. In this game, you play as Reach as he seeks to discover secrets of Phoenix City. The free-flow combat system looks really smooth, and the pixel art looks fantastic. And this game will be landing on Xbox Series consoles as well as PC in 2022. Solar Ash lands in at number 5 with thanks, in part, to the previous work done by Studio Heart Machine. Having previously worked on the very vibrant and satisfying Hyperlight Drifter, I expect Solar Ash to reach for the stars even more. In this game, you journey through a surreal, vivid, and highly stylized world filled with mystery, wild, high-speed traversal, and unique encounters. This game is set to release sometime this year on PS4, PS5, and PC. Once again, I'm breaking my no-sequel rule to allow a Plaguetail Requiem in on this list. Seriously, A Plague Tale Innocence is a fantastic game, and this sequel looks to take it up a notch in this quest for hope as a terrifying curse hunts Amicia and Hugo. Looking to come out sometime in 2022, you have no reason to skip this game as it will be coming to PC, Switch, Xbox One and Series consoles, as well as PS4 and PS5. At number 3, we have the game that I think is the most ambitious game in quite a while. While a bit weird to try to explain, in Lemnis Gate, you are taking turns that haven't happened yet. Well, sort of. It's a tactical turn-based FPS game, where the players manipulate time as a mechanic for the game. Set during 5 rounds of a time loop, the players use the knowledge that they have played in order to inform themselves on what to do next. Sort of a weird mixture between Halo, Fire Emblem, and Edge of Tomorrow. This game looks to bring a weird new form of strategic gaming to PC, PS4, PS5, and both Xbox consoles on August 3rd, 2021. At number 2, we have Loot River. I'm positive that everyone would have the same reaction when first told that this game is what would happen if Diablo and Tetris had a baby. I'd be lying if I said I didn't tune out for a few seconds after hearing that hypothetical, but let me tell you, the moment they showed the Tetris aspect of the game, I was sold. It somehow convincingly combines block-shifting puzzles and the standard dungeon crawling gameplays in a cohesive and surprisingly tactical way. I was at a loss of words seeing how they incorporated it all together, and I highly recommend that you go to check out their short, yet extremely intriguing gameplay video. While this action roguelike does not have an official release date yet, you can expect to see it release on both Xbox consoles as well as PC. Coming in at number 1 is Sable by developer Shedworks. It is an open-world exploration game where you play as the young girl Sable as she sets on a rite of passage journey so that she can return to her nomadic clan. The game will feature no combat or explicit storyline, instead relying on puzzle-solving mechanics alongside a voyage of discovery sort of akin to games like Journey and Abzu. The phenomenal art has several recognizable styles to it, as the overall game concept came from the Star Wars planet Jakku, while other aspects were influenced by the world-famous studio Ghibli and French artist Mobius. It honestly reminds me a lot of the beautiful artwork done by Nick Dragotta in the Image Comics series East of West, and I really look forward to getting my hands on this game coming to PC and Xbox Series consoles on September 23rd. And that's it. The 10 indie games that caught my attention during this year's E3. What were some of the games that impressed you? Let me know in the comments, and of course leave a like and be sure to subscribe to let me know that you like the content, and I'll do my best to keep it coming. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and as always, be kind to one another.